hit the line on the far side, and the Rebels win.
Stop bleeding! Stop bleeding! He connects! Rebels with their first lead of the night.
And the Andover Huskies are your section champion.
Good evening and welcome to this QCTV Sports presentation. It's a QCTV Lights and a great staff with me here and in the studio as well. So welcome everyone on a Friday Night Lights. Girls high school basketball coming your way. It's the Andover Huskies who are a mark of 12-11 this season, taking on Blaine. Blaine an impressive 15-8. Starting lineups for tonight will consist of the following here with, first off, the visiting Blaine squad. Number 3 at a guard is Allison Terry, a 5'8 senior. Also at a guard, number 5, Jade Bryant, a senior as well. Mamali Garber, 5'11 junior, followed by Marina Lafreniere, and Lafreniere, 5'10 junior, followed by Ava Meglin, 6-foot senior. That's the starting lineup, and a head coach for the Blaine High School in his 9th season is Chris Brunstuen. So, meanwhile, for the Andover Huskies, led by head coach Blake Nichols, and again, they come in with a record of 12-11. At guard will be number 1, Lexi Mdek, a 5'8 senior guard, and at the other guard will be Piper Engelby. She's a 5'11 sophomore. Number 15, a guard as well, 5'10 sophomore, is Emma Frost. And number 24 is Anna Valor, and she is a 5'10 sophomore, followed by an additional sophomore. And she is leading the team in points scored. That is number 34, Morgan Miller. She's a 6'2 sophomore. She is averaging almost 13 a game for the Huskies at 12.7 a game, and then pulling down 8 rebounds. Again, a 6'2 sophomore. Saw her against Anoka earlier this week. She put up 11, led the team there with 11. Second in the team in scoring is Valor. Anna Valor, she has 9 points a game is what she's averaging, and 9 rebounds. Meanwhile, taking a look at Blaine, keeping an eye out for Jade Bryant. She and Molly Garber are tied for the team lead in average per games at 13 each. And then they have some additional scoring as well coming from Allison Terry, who adds 9. So almost 3 players in triple digits as they'll redo the jump. Huskies will be moving right to left. Huskies averaging 54 points a game offensively. Meanwhile, Blaine, they're putting up an average of 56 a game. Thanks for joining us on this Friday night. And the 15-8 Blaine will take the first shot off the back. A little hard, giving back in a follow-up with a shot and a pass to the lane. Deflected and out of play. That was Jade Bryant who took the cut off the pass from the wing just underway. Thanks for joining us, Joe Rulin, along with Ryan Mosch with us, and also Trinity Thompson on the cameras here live at Andover High School. From the perimeter, just beyond, a big shot there taken once again by Blaine, and the ball will be awarded to Blaine as well, so they'll get their third attempt here in their opening possession. Inbounding now is Andover has a man-to-man D, taking it hard to the lane. A nice left-handed and off as Molly Garber. Again, she's tied for the team lead in 13 points a game. She gets her first 2 here tonight. A nice running hook off the glass that time. Man-to-man defense. You'll see Blaine switch it up also. Some 1-3-1, some press. You'll see the Huskies in a 1-2-2 press as well. So Man-to-man now is how both teams will start defensively, trying to send it down the lane. Mdeck has it, takes it to the lane from the perimeter. And now attempt for three, and this is good. The Huskies connect. Emma Frost gets her first three of the night. Good way to start. She had a couple of nice-looking threes against Anoka on Tuesday during their disappointing loss. And a pass inside, disrupted by Andover. Now on the transition, here they come. Valor decides to take this to the lane and draws a charge. Lafreniere that time in front of that circle, and feet were set. Valor, first team foul, her first foul. And now we'll get set here for the inbound. It's the 1-2-2, or excuse me, the 1-2-1-1, or depending upon the alignment at that time as they collapse. But full court press nonetheless gets the turnover. No, they control it. Lafreniere down the lane. A runner here, unable to hit front of the rim. Unable to hold that ball. Back in bounds was a Blaine, and we will get it back to Andover as they, after that foul was called, spring into that full court press. Threw Blaine off a little bit from their cadence standpoint. Man-to-man, it remains here for Blaine. Huskies have an early 3-2 lead. Along the perimeter, there's a shot by Mdeck. Boom! Pure gold on that one. Lexi Mdeck hits her first three. She could not connect from three against Anoka. Had 3 points total in that contest. That was a 2-point shot and one against them. Nice quick run hook that time, and a connect there by Ava Meglin. The 6-foot senior gets her first two of the night. And the Huskies still have a 2-point lead, 6-4. Huskies 3 for 3 from behind, 2 for 2 from behind the perimeter. Couple of three-pointers as there's 6 points. Down low, trying to get it to Miller. Nice turnaround, in and out, halfway down. Unable to convert was a 6'2" sophomore. Now bringing it back on the transition. Another runner, Pat Bev-like. And a nice-looking runner by Garber. You can see why she's one of the leading scorers here. Great on the transition. She has 4 already for Blaine. And they have tied it up at 6-6. Huskies will inbound it under their own hoop. Let's see if they stay in the man-to-man or go to a 2-3 defensively. They'll stay. It looks like man-to-man as the Huskies will inbound. Cutting down to the lane. Valor has it there, turns, fires, in and out. Good rebound, one-handed shovel up and puts it back in. Impressive follow-up by Piper Engelby. And the Huskies back to a 2-point lead, but also some more trapping. Full court press here. It really starts at about the 3/4 mark, about the free throw line is where the first trap and defensive personnel is located for Andover. 8-6 lead early here in the first half on a great Friday night in QCT girls high school basketball coming your way. Kicks it perimeter, 3-ball, corner pocket that's high off the front of the rim and out of play. They'll say it hit some of the wires just behind the backboard. And 8-6, the lead remains here. Quick substitution. After getting that first wind, Sophie White checks in, and Valor will take a seat. Bringing it up now. Working it around, Engelby. She gets it down low to Frost. Frost now on the pass up top of the perimeter to Mbeck. She goes back to Frost. The trap is set there. Little change in defense, a little bit more trapping this time for Blaine, and had a chance to speak with Coach Brew before the game. And some different defenses out there. Far side now, trying to move it to the lane, rotating it back up. Huskies pick up, man-to-man, get the switch here. Stripped, and a foul is going to be called. That's going to go on number 4, just into the game, and that's Sophie White. Inside, good cut on the move. Couldn't convert that time with Garber as she was moving away from the hoop. Tried that left-handed bank again, but just missed out of play, and we will have the Huskies bringing it in again. First, a quick substitution. Farfar comes in now. Georgia 4-4 enters in. Getting a breather will be Miller. Morgan Miller. Back to a man-to-man now is Blaine. Huskies trying to get a chance to extend this lead. They have an 8-6 lead now from the behind three, top of the key, and that's off the mark. Shot there by Frost, rebound. And here comes Blaine on the transition. Terry bringing it up, working it along the perimeter again and back out. Garber will step back and set it up. They're running like a 1-3-1 right now on offense as well. Good move, good stick-to-itiveness. Couldn't quite get it to close, but good hustle on the rebound. Back for three, no good. Another offensive rebound here for Blaine. They shuffle it up and close the deal. Their third attempt, 2 rebounds offensively that extended that. And a good play and picking up those points is Jade Bryant. Her first 2. 8-8 tie here first half, and Mdek was thinking about it. She brought it back down, rotates it back up top. Blaine in that man-to-man. Cutting to the rim, nice lefty. Sophie White gets her first 2. A nice little runner off the Windex that time, and looking to pick up the loose ball there. Now it's back underneath. Here's another run as Garber from beyond the perimeter dribbles there. Now back out to the guard, the runner. Here's a shot off the glass, in, out, and back in again. That's Allison Terry. Terry picks up her first 2. It's a 10-10 tie, 11.5 to go here in the first half. Huskies in the black uniforms, the gold trim moving right to left. A long one from 3 just off the front of the rim. That was Frost again who took that attempt. Terry takes it back, and now here's a chance for Bryant, who hits from 3. Beautiful 3. She stepped into that one and converts her first 3 here this evening. Again, she's averaging 13 a game as well. Down to the lane now, trying to work the baseline is Andover. They've got some openings in the middle. They get a cutter, but it's nice deflected away there by Terry, and right to a Blaine defender as well. Working inside, going high-low, wasn't the move. Good block. Impressive play defensively by Ingleby. Now here come the Huskies. 4-4, takes it to the lane, now kicks it back outside the perimeter. A kick pass back out to Ingleby was deflected and out of play. Good hands that time by Garber. Some quick substitutions. Miller comes back in. Let's get you set up on these. Lily Peterson is now in for the Huskies. White has been in, and it's Emma Frost with the ball. Good deflection. They tried to get it inside the 4-4. Now step back over to Miller. Miller sets the pick. Trying to hit it low. That's White with it. Trying to get into 4-4. Her shot is blocked. Picked up and taken away there. Lafreniere that time with a beautiful block. She had 4 blocks in her last outing. In that game, it was Blaine with a 62-42 win over Park Center. That was Tuesday night. Working the perimeter now into the game is Maddie Bryant. No relation between those 2 girls. Stop, pop, good. Jade Bryant, 2 for 2 in her last couple of welcome back. Just a minor power issue. And Ryan, thanks a lot for your help in getting that installed. So meanwhile, let's talk about the Huskies. They are 12-11 on the season, averaging 54 points a game. Earlier this season, they played Blaine. That was back on January 25th, and they lost to Blaine by a score of 51-47. In that game, Emdek had 15 points. Morgan Miller and Valor both with 10. Meanwhile, in the win for Blaine in that last outing against Andover, it was Jade Bryant with 15, Molly Garber with 14, and Terry Allison with 11. 3-point lead for Blaine, and now they're going to call a blocking foul here on Sophie White.
Foul number 4, Sophie White. Her first, 14th foul.
White's first foul, and it is the 4th team foul on the Huskies. Inbound pass here to Blaine. Up top, that's Terry. Kick act from behind 3. Terry will take the shot. Hard rebound off the back of the rim. Good board kick back out. And a travel. Few too many short stride steps that time as Annika Schloman is in now for Blaine. She's whistled for that travel. Kayla Beckman is in also for the Huskies, number 13. 4-4, who just hit the 3, is on the bench. The pass goes way over the top of the head that time of Ingleby. Turnover for the Huskies, and Blaine is awarded the ball. 8:53 to go in this opening half. Northwest Suburban Conference basketball, girls basketball, pivoting back out. Trying to drive, now a kick back out. Down below, there's Schloman, and the give and go inside and converting for the 3 is Allison Terry. She now has 4 in this first half. Nice dish, good dime. Looking for a 3 and a chance inside. Blaine went down low that time, almost triangulated that time on Miller. As I mentioned, Morgan Miller, a 6'2 sophomore, leads the team in scoring for the Huskies. She's averaging almost 13 a game. Her high this season has been 25. They tried to get the bounce pass into her, but just as that pass went in, there was about 3 players that triangulated around her. Good D getting a hand there and swatting it away. That was Blaine and Meglin. Excuse me, that's Danielle Davis now in. To the lane, kicks it out wide. Now going to try to drive, set up, and off the front of the rim. The attempt there taken by Maddie Bryant. Rebound again here for Blaine. Teeing up the 3. Nope, back of the rim, a little too long by Terry. And fouled, trying to bring the ball up that time. So Lily Peterson for Andover. And whistle on the foul was Molly Garber. Lafreniere comes back in. Lafreniere, by the way, an impressive outing last time out. And the win over Park Center on Tuesday night. Lafreniere had 18 points, 4 rebounds. Here's a 3 for the Huskies. They get a backside rebound and collect an offense and cash it in for 2. Nice job by Ingleby. Ingleby with 4 in the first half here for Andover. It's a 3-point lead for Blaine, taking it to the lane. Lafreniere, she's going to be fouled. She draws it, had some contact. It looked like before the shot, but they call the foul after that. So 7:19 to go. Morgan Miller picks up her first foul. Team foul number 5 for Andover. Game before this, it was the Andover Huskies winning by 13 over the Blaine JV. You get a look here at the replay. Got in there and swatted it off. And that foul call on Miller. Unable to convert. Lafreniere, and here comes the Huskies, a chance to draw closer. They're down by 4. Emdek takes a step, now gives it up. Down low, Miller kicks it to the lane. Nice little shot from the elbow, in and off the top of the rim and off. Good pass, bounce pass that time from Miller to get it to Beckman, who had the shot. Still trying to inbound to Emdek. Emdek's pass gets to Miller. Miller kicks it back out, sets the pick, moves it down. 3-ball, corner pocket, Inglesby. Front of the rim, no good. Lafreniere pulls down the rebound. She had 14 boards in her last outing. For 3, front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Allison Terry. She takes it back out top. Rotating it through, looking for that shot was Jade Bryant, but now she'll transition it back to Terry. It's deflected, so she'll regroup and bring it up. No over and back, but she throws an errant pass, stepping in front, moving in for the shot. No good, but they are going to call a charge. A charge on Piper Ingleby. Ingleby made a beautiful steal on that pass from Terry up court. Stepped in front of it, and you can see it here, stepped in front, and looked like the Blaine player there was still in motion, but they call Ingleby for the charge. Huskies' 6th team foul. The next one will allow Blaine in the bonus. Get to the free throw line. 6 minutes to go. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to everyone with QCTV. CJ Luck back at the studio along with Andy Zachariasen, and then we also have Kirk Yang back there as well. So with the trifecta. Thanks, fellas. Back in. Kick for 3. No, front of the rim. Good, solid rebound. Gets back up and unable to convert. Attempt there by Meglin. Now the runner. That looked like a Pat Beverly runner that time, and converting is Jade Bryant. Bryant now in double digits with 10. From the parking lot for 3 by Valor, and that is short. The rebound scrapped up and picked off the floor by Miller, and she draws a foul.
First, 13th foul in the game for the Bengals, number 20, Maddie Bryant. In the game for the Huskies, number 23, Georgia, 4-4.
4-4 returns. Valor will take a bench for the time being. Out front, Engbeck takes this 3. Beautiful looking 3-ball corner buck. They were missing that on Tuesday night in their loss to Anoka. Lexi Emdek converts. She has 6 already here in the first half. Working the perimeter at the wing. Kicks it back out. Lafreniere has it. Dishes it up. Now wants to set a pick. Gets to the elbow, and now all the way back out front to Jade Bryant. Bryant wants to give it on the exchange back to Garber, and now they are going to call a timeout. So a timeout taken by Blaine with 4:51 to go here in the first. Some great competition, as I mentioned. Blaine started the season winning their first 9 and then won their next 10 of 11, but they've played some teams very tough, as has Andover. And Class 2A here has been a formidable one so far this season, as Hopkins is still on top in the state rankings. And you have a couple of different rankings. The Minnesota Scores, and that is also another one. In the Minnesota Scores rankings, they have Hopkins first, St. Michael is 3rd. Meanwhile, Maple Grove is at 6th. These are some teams from the near the Northwest Suburban Conference, or just off. Rogers is ranked number 7. So as we get ready for just 2 more games after tonight remaining in the regular season, that's it, just 2. You're looking at section play and some of the Minnesota Scores rankings already. Those QR rankings right now have Centennial set probably as the number 1 seed in the section where both of these teams would play, along with Anoka in section 7-4-8. This is a big game because it's all about position. If Blaine can win tonight, pretty good chance of locking up that second seed in the section. Runner again, good looking runner, a good touch, and adding to her total now with 12 is Jade Bryant. 23-18 lead now for Blaine. Huskies trying to get the field back in offensively. Emdeck has it go through her hand on the pass. Almost a turnover there on the backcourt. Blaine gets it back again, sets up. That's Garber. Back to Bryant. That's Maddie Bryant. And again out to Jade Bryant. Jade Bryant, another runner to the rim and in and out, but she's almost going at will on that runner to the lane. Lafreniere trying to get that ball back out front to Bryant, and she's tied up. The tie-up is awarded to Andover just on the possession. The possession arrow pointing towards Andover. So still man-to-man, no full court pressure yet, as the Bengals have stayed for the most part in that man-to-man defense. Just under 4 to go here in this first half. 4-4 looks underneath the Miller. Now she goes down low to the corner. Making it to the lane, shield back out again, that's Frost. Now to Emdeck. Emdeck then trapped in the corner. Kicks it back out. Frost now gets it low to Miller. Miller gets her homemade meal. Oh, I thought that was for sure. I saw against Anoka, she made 3 beautiful turnaround jumpers off the glass. Transition comes back, shot taken, and a foul is going to be called. Allison Terry took that to the lane. From this angle, it looked like it was all ball, but whistle was called, and Terry's going to be awarded a couple fouls. This is also the 7th team foul on Andover, so Blaine will be at the free throw line for the remainder here of this first half, missing the front end of 2. Back in now is Kayla Beckman. Taking a seat will be Miller. Morgan Miller. Six-point lead, but that made a free throw there. Allison Terry, now that trap comes into play. Full court there, almost walked, throws it back up, and couldn't cash in on the turnover there by Andover. Blaine now sets up and goes back into a man-to-man after that pressure. Blaine 24-18. Frost takes a couple dribbles, now takes it to the lane. Emdeck takes the shot, 3-ball corner pocket, no good, front of the rim. Her first miss from beyond the perimeter. Down below, transition ball here. Nice spin move inside and good. Oh, a splendid move. Good pivot and a spin off the backboard. So with 2:25 to go here in this first half, Blaine has opened up their biggest lead of the game here at 8. Emdeck moves it over. Sophie White, far, now back again to Frost. Shot taken by Farfar, hit the front of the rim, and transition time again, setting up for the 3, no good, battling for the rebound. Good battle there by Lafreniere, but she ended up stepping on the line, but I really was impressed with that effort by Marina Lafreniere. Coming in, Lafreniere has been averaging almost 7 points a game and 5 rebounds, and I just mentioned he got her season high against Park Center with 18 on Tuesday. Some pressure here for Blaine. They get another deflection on the pass, nearing 10 seconds, and that's what it was. Oh, they called a timeout versus a 10-second violation. It was close. Huskies had moved it up slowly along court, looking for a passer, and last pass was deflected by Blaine, and they will still need to get it across the midcourt line. As you can see right here, coming in from behind with some contact. I don't believe there was a foul call. There was not. So we will have 1:45 to go. So the 2 games remaining for Andover after tonight's game will be Totino Grace on the 22nd, and then Coon Rapids on the 25th. And that is it. Regular season is over. Just as quick as the hockey season for the Andover Husky girls. Congratulations, and maybe some future Husky basketball players or hockey players there. The Huskies return to the state tournament for their 5th consecutive year. And that hockey team with a mark of 27-0. Pretty impressive win last night over Elk River. From 3, front of the rim, no good. MDEC had hit her first couple of three-pointers and have missed her last 2. The last 2 have come, she's moving almost off the ball. Body language kind of back and away from the rim by the time she's taken that shot, and both of them have been short. However, on the rebound, it's awarded to Andover inside. There's Inglesby looking inside. Kicks it out. Now back top of the perimeter there. Trying to move it inside the 4-4-4. Fakes the shot and puts it up. Nice. Good pass inside, and 4-4 has 5 here in the first half. She faked the shot, allowed the defender to move in front, and she cashed it in and moved. Back to within 6 now, 26-20. The Huskies, Blaine with the ball, running the weave along the outside, inside left-handed hook, front of the rim, no good, gets her own rebound, and Blaine here in this first half has certainly out-rebounded the Huskies, especially offensively, which has given the Bengals 2-3 opportunities. Another press attempt here for the Bengals. Inglesby has it, sets it up ahead, dangerous spot there, good for a trap, unable to work it free to the corner. MDEC now rotating the ball around the perimeter, down low, Miller gets it, off the rim, no good. She's had a couple inside that she hasn't cashed in yet, but now a chance for 3 to light it up, bam, there it is. 29-20, that was huge. Huskies had a chance to cut that deficit to 4, and then Blaine comes down. Ooh, almost a walk there. And Blaine came down and hit the 3. Garber will get another look. She'll take another 3, and bam, she hits that one. Squared it up. Good trajectory. Nothing but nylon. 2 seconds left. 1, Miller gets it down low. No. Basket will not count by the time she pulled the trigger on the shot. And Huskies had a chance to cut this deficit to just 4, but they missed on the transition on the bunny by Miller. Then coming down and hitting 2 consecutive threes was Molly Garber for the Blaine Bengals. And she has 12 here at the half, does Garber. We are at the half here at Andover High School. It's the Blaine Bengals 32 and the Andover Huskies girls 20. This is girls high school basketball on QCTV. Will return the second half.
Welcome to At the Half, the show where we take a closer look at some of our local area high school sports. I'm your host, Seamus Burke. Let's start off with the Anoka Gymnastics team. They're an ambitious group looking ahead to a big season. Let's head out and talk with the Tornadoes.
At my elementary school, there was a gymnastics after school, and that's where I started. And me and my best friend, she's actually another captain, and from there, I decided to be done with dance, and I just kept on with gymnastics, and been doing it ever since.
I tried out a lot of sports when I was younger, but I didn't like to have shoes on. I was kind of a weird kid like that. I don't know, I just had a lot of energy always jumping off the furniture, so my parents thought it would be a good idea, and it kind of just stuck.
We actually got a couple new girls, and we lost a couple girls that were really important to our team, but the new girls are showing promise, and we've been working really hard all summer, so we still have our hardest skills. We're starting off strong.
What's been really fun so far this year is the amount that we have to gain They're so talented, they're so hardworking, and they're going to develop a lot from the first meet to the last meet. Last year we came in strong, went strong, and ended strong. It was just a seasoned group, and every meet felt just kind of almost a little too easy because they were so practiced, so rehearsed. They'd been with each other so long. Last year we only had one new team member because of COVID. This year we have many more, and many more stepping into big roles. And so it was an exciting start knowing that we were going to grow each meet, that our score would grow, that their performances would grow. And that's already happened just in our first couple meets. So it's exciting each time to see what's going to come next.
I think it's really cool how everyone focuses on themselves. You want to do your best, but even if you mess up, you still get really excited when your teammates do really good. So I personally, I've done really bad at meets, but I still am really happy at the end because everyone else did really good or someone else got a PR. And it's just, we're all there for each other. We're very supporting.
I think gymnastics is unique because it's just such a mentally tough sport that the team bond is almost way different than any other sport would be, because you have to be there for each other so much mentally and support each other when you're having a rough day. It's so mental. It's super physical too, but I would say it's 90% mental, 10% physical. So yeah, you have to be there for each other a lot. So it creates a really good team atmosphere.
We really, really want to make it to state as a team. We haven't done that in 12 years, a really long time. And we've been so close, and our competition is getting a little easier, so hopefully we can make it this year.
Next, we have the Andover dance team. The members describe their time together and their love for each other as more of a family than a team. Let's learn more about this awesome group.
My name is Natalie Shepard, and I've been with Andover Dance Team for 4 years. These 4 years have been amazing. I've made so many friends, and honestly, they are considered part of my family, and my sister's on the team, and so it's just been so fun, and I've learned and grown in so many different ways. I'd say the difference between this year's team and last year's team is everyone is a lot closer this year, and they have so many new qualities that they can bring to the team and that they contribute, and I think everyone has kind of taken a next step into going to new goals and reaching new heights. This year, I'd say our goals are being able to get to new skills that we haven't really been able to before, and I think with this team it's completely possible. I think that we're in a good spot at the start of the season, and I'm really excited to see where we go.
Dancing for the dance team for 4 years. I've been on both fall and winter. I started dance when I was in kindergarten. I've always loved it. My mom always wanted me to be in it, and I just fell in love with it, I guess. I think this year we finally all found our love for dance, and we've always had it, but I just think this year really has shown how far we can take ourselves, and we just have a family here, and it's really awesome. Our goals for this year are just to try our best at every competition. I think we all just want to up our scores, be there for each other, and just love each other. I think our dance team just really shows, like I said, how much of a family we are, and we just, the difference from last year and this year has just been amazing, and just that we all have so many supporters, and it's just been so great.
My name is Grace Amel. I've been dancing on the fall team for 3 years and the winter team for 2 years. Well, actually I was a gymnast for about 12 years before I started dancing, and then once I got to high school, it just looked fun, so I decided I'd try it, and it just kind of blossomed into what it is now. Well, last year's team was great. I think we started a lot of the growth that we're continuing this year, and just the girls on the team this year, they're motivated, they want it, and you can tell, and it's really shown in our performances. Well, state is the ultimate goal always. It's always what we're working towards, but I think more than like a material goal, we're just looking to advance our program and do the best we can this season and build off of what we started last year.
Next, we have the Champlain Park Alpine ski team. Let's check in with the Rebels and get their thoughts on the challenges the team has faced during this unique year.
My name is Jack Thomason. I've been on the team for 4 years now, and I'm the boys' captain. To me, being captain is about including everybody. I like to make sure that I always go around and make sure everyone's having fun, talk about how their nights are going, and ask if they need any help or any advice with anything. I just try and be a positive role model and show leadership in that way. I personally would like to go to state. I would also love if our team would make it to state. We have a great team this year. We have a great shot at going, and if everything turns out the way it's supposed to go, we might just go. So,
my name is Anthony Hurlitz. I am a senior at Champlain Park High School, and I've been skiing with the Champlain Park Alpine team for 4 years now. Actually, it takes about an hour to get to practice every day and then an hour home after practice every day. So it's 2 hours out of the day. Some people might think that's a bunch of time wasted, but a lot of us actually enjoy the bus ride a lot more than practice because you get to hang out with a bunch of your friends, you get to talk to them, you get to mess around, and it's a lot of fun. So I mean, we don't find it as time wasted. Some of us actually really look forward to the bus versus practice because some nights are not most fun on the hill.
I'm Sam Johnson. I'm a senior at Champlain Park, and I've been skiing since freshman year.
Here we go. Just ski, feel me?
But this year we got a really solid team. We got 27 people, I think. So, and a lot of them are very fast, forceful, and aggressive skiers. So, yeah, it's all in the legs and core. You're really pushing with those legs to push off of the ground and just getting those racing lines in, sort of like Formula One stuff, and you'll be the fastest kid on the hill. So, just the other night we did a couple runs. I shaved off 9 seconds just that night, so it was pretty good.
I'm Brooke Murray. I'm a senior in high school, and I've been on the team for 4 years. There's a lot different between my freshman year and my senior year. With skill and ability, it's a huge difference. Knowing what I'm doing, huge difference. And the size of the team has gone up by a lot since my freshman year, so the whole experience is completely different. I like being around my team a lot. We spend a lot of time together, and just watching each other improve is also really amazing to see. My personal goal is just to get faster, keep improving, and have fun. And for my team, I hope my teammates do well as well. Maybe some of them can make it to state, who knows?
That's it for this edition of At the Half. Make sure to stay connected with us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, as well as watching Channel 859 and online at QCTV.org. Thanks for watching.
Take it to the skies and fly with QCTV. Get a bird's eye view from the cities of Andover and Milka, Champlain,
Welcome back. Second half just underway. Joe ruling along with the QCTV Sports presentation on Friday Night Lights. Girls high school basketball on the runner, La Frenay. And that time she is going to be at the free throw line. She had 1 point in the first half after scoring 18 in a win versus Park Center on Tuesday. First team foul, first half here, as Blaine went right back to it, set it up on the possession, and went right inside. And Lafreniere that time off the back of the rim. You get a look at that foul as she went strong to the hoop. She converts on the second. It is now a 13-point lead, the largest for Blaine here at 33-20. The second half just underway. Huskies on the exchange. Look for Mdek. Mdek with 6 points in the first half. She'll stop, she'll pop, she'll hit the front of the rim from the elbow, follows her shot up, and then they're going to call a block on Blaine as she hustled after her missed shot. will not be a shooting foul. It will be a block on the ground there, is a floor rather. The foul there is the third on Lafreniere for three. Front of the rim, no good. Mdek again, hustled to the rebound, picked up by Terry. Terry on the transition, kicks it back out for three. Short that time by Bryant. Unable to compete on that. Back comes Andover, trying to cut into a 13-point deficit. Valor that time kicks it back out to Mdek. Mdek, the lone senior on the squad. Numerous sophomores as well, so a lot of young talent coming up as well for the Huskies. Blaine moves it down along the perimeter, and then a runner in and out, but good follow to the hoop, unable to pull it down, but Frost does for the Huskies. Andover now sets up. Valor turns, fires, blocked, picked up underneath, and here comes Terry. Allison Terry, 7 points in the first half. Down to Lafreniere. Lafreniere now turns, fires, likes it, and hits it. She's got 4. That's her first point from the field goal. The other 2 came from the free throw line. And now it's a 15-point lead for Blaine, 35-20. Working the perimeter here in the Huskies. Good passing inside and capitalizing. Her first 2 of the night by Miller. And boy, you definitely want to get her that ball inside. She's near automatic. She had a tough first half, but able to convert there. Good rotation around the perimeter. And now here comes Lexi Mdek with a steal attempt on the floor. Finally regathers it. Good hustle. Huskies need to transition the momentum here to their favor in the second half. Hitting the 3, and that's a great start. Connecting. Her 3. Rotating around, that was Ingleby. Ingleby, by the way, now is 7. She had 4 at half, and the Huskies are back to within 10, going coast to coast, looking for the 3. There was Frost. She takes a left-handed shot, kind of hard off the backboard, gets her own rebound. Kick back to the perimeter. Frost looking at it again, giving it some thought is Emma. And taking it back out to reset is Lexi Mdek. Leading scorer was 4-4 for the Huskies with 5 at half. Here's a runner for 3 from the corner, and that's off the front of the rim. Now set. Huskies stay in a man-to-man. Work it up top. And now down low. Good move. Kicks it to the corner, rotating it. The far side, Bryant has a look here. Passes that. Moving it around. Terry now takes this shot from 3. Front of the rim, no good. It's off the hand that looked like a Blaine. And that's what it is. Maddie Bryant comes back into the game, taking a seat. Will be Molly Garber. Garber with 10 in that first half. Jade Bryant with 12 to lead Blaine. Still a 10-point lead now for the Bengals, 35-25. Andover looks down low, trying to get it to Miller, but they have her pretty well squared away. Pass inside, she really had the stretch to get that. Just got to it, but she lost possession. Kicks it out. Now the perimeter, now looking down low, working, dealing, poke checked away there. Nice play defensively by Inglesby. And we get a timeout here called by Blaine as they're going to try to regroup. Play was a little scattered that time, so. As I mentioned, for both of these squads, just 2 games left after tonight. Both teams end their season on February 25th. Blaine has Coon Rapids remaining, and then Champlain Park. The rankings currently in the state have Hopkins up top, but some tough competition as you look down that list of Maple Grove and Rogers also in that top 10. This game is very critical when it comes to seedings in the section, in Section 7A here for Andover and Blaine. As Centennial right now in the latest QR rankings currently has the number 1 seed. Stepping in front, an errant pass trying to save there, Miller. Mdeck on the conversion and transition time now. Up top, Inglesby kicks it to the corner. Shot from 3 is no good. That was by Frost. Good offensive rebound. Mdeck wants to take it to the lane. Now kicks it back to Frost. Into the corner was to Miller. And Valor takes this 3. Front of the rim, no good. Getting the loose change and the rebound, good. Back door and the backside completely wide open. And Emma Frost converts it into a rebound and a bucket. She has 5 points on the night. And the Huskies have now been able to cut that deficit down to single digits. 35-27 lead. Or Blaine, they at one point had the 15-point lead. In control. Blaine hangs at the perimeter, looks inside now as an alley, running it up there, blocked. Nice job there by Inglesby. Blaine will inbound it under their own basket. Scoring not coming as easily as it had in that first half or later in that first half for Blaine. Pickpocket it there, good play. Valor takes it all the way, scoops, and works her way through, contours herself and puts it off the backboard, her first 2 of the game. And now a charge. After that layup and transition bucket by Valor, cut the deficit to 6, and now the charge. Foul that was just whistled on Meglin, that's her second. She'll take a seat and Andover gets the possession. They go now to a 1-3-1 zone as Blaine to switch things up. Huskies trying to set up their offense accordingly. They bring Miller up and down. From the baseline up to the free throw line to the elbow. Now she's in the low block. Good pass inside. She's there and converts. No, it is off the rim. A little too hard. Blaine again will try to get a run going here as they've been a bit stymied since starting the second half. Good adjustment by Andover, and taking it to the rim and drawing another foul is Lafreniere. That will go to Piper Inglesby, her second. Lafreniere with just 1 field goal. It was a nice shot just beyond the free throw line here in the second half. Otherwise, she's cashed in on some free throws. She's just 2 of 5 in this game on the free throw line. Blaine with that 6-point lead. Misses them both. Battles for the rebound, and it comes back. Here comes Andover. Quick pass inside, stopped and taken away there. Nice job by Terry as the pass went into Miller. Now Terry on the transition. Stops, the spots, and hits the 3. Jade Bryant now with 15 in the game. Converts, squares up. Got a beautiful pass by Terry on the kick out. It's back now to a 9-point lead. Let's see what the Huskies can do to counter. They're staying in the kind of a 1-3-1. Coach Bruce said before the game he likes to use that 1-3-1 to kind of sometimes do some of the trapping, but give the different look. It ends up, it's worked well here to start the second half. 9-point lead for Blaine. Pass down, Frost gets it inside, good passing. Kicks it out back to the far side, now near side again. Frost trying to feed it inside to Miller. Currently have her covered. Now a 3. Frost got an offensive rebound and cashed it in for 2. This time a pure 3 from the wing. Back to within 6. Staying man-to-man. More on a 3-2 at the time it looked. The rebound comes down, and here come the Huskies. Let's see what they can do to trim this deficit. They turn it over. I don't think the coach saw that. It's like, what happened? I was standing here, and it was a kind of an unforced error that time as Sophie White was trying to hit one of the wingers on that side. So 10:31 to go here in the second. You saw it there. Fowler tries to get the steal back there and to the lane off the glass. Beautiful runner. Impressed by Jade Bryant and Molly Garber. Both can hit those threes, but also convert on those runners. Inside to Miller. Miller kicks it back out for 3 and good on the left now. The southpaw, Sophie White, gets her first 3 of the night. She has 5. 5-point lead for Blaine, and Andover ever so slightly cutting into that deficit, sticking around down low to the block. Kicking it back out. Davis there. Runner there, and contact is made by Inglesby. She'll pick up her 3rd foul. Molly Garber, very tough to cover, along with Bryant. A lot of motion, a lot of movement, and took it in towards Inglesby, who was still moving on that play. So shooting 2 will be Molly Garber. She's averaging just over 13 a game. She and Jade Bryant both averaging just over 13, and Allison Terry at 9 points a game. That for Blaine. Blaine came in offensively averaging 54 points a game and a record of 15-8, hitting both. There's Garber. Garber now with, I think it's 13 on the night. So hitting her average. Inglesby here. Across, back to a man-to-man D for Blaine as they shuffle it around a bit. Looks inside, trying to find 4-4 as Miller is on the bench. 4-4 gets a nice pick and roll, cannot convert. Nice pass by Mdeck after 4-4 set the pick, and she could not convert. She and Miller a little cold from inside here tonight in the lane for Andover. Strip chance, that ball hits the ground, and right there is Valor picking it up and trying to get at it herself, and she calls the tie up, and the possession arrow is pointing towards Andover. Good play there by Valor as we have 9:02 to go here in this second half, and a 6-point lead. Blaine comes back out with some 3/4 court pressure. Inside, turnover caused by that. Want to go coast to coast. Nice play, beautiful defensive play by Mdeck that time. Mdeck anticipated that kickback, and she got it, worked it back out. Now transition time inside the 4-4, and that is deflected out of bounds by Blaine. Both teams taking it up a notch. The senior Mdeck for Andover really pushing some pressure defensively. She gets a chance now for 3 off the front of the rim. No good. She's missed her last 3 from beyond the perimeter after hitting her first 2. Down below was Lafreniere, but it was Terry looking to set things up on the far right. Man-to-man D again, since she takes it inside the pass through the hands of Davies, and on the ill-advised pass back there by Danielle Davis as she sent it back underneath, and Andover got the steal. Down low, the 4-4, 4-4 puts it up. No good, but a foul called on Davis. Danielle Davis averaging about 5 a game and 4 rebounds. She will pick up the foul. That is her first and 3rd team foul. Third team foul there, and Blaine in a couple of free throws for 4-4 at the charity stripe. Hits the front of the rim, misses that one. Frost comes back into the game. Moving it out, Engelby will take a quick seat there. Missing both, unable to convert, was 4-4. It's a chance to cut it to 4 for Andover. Again, this is a critical game for both of these squads as they're now trying to position one another for the section seeds. And a good pick by Frost. Pickpocketed, going to distance, and a wonderful defensive play coming all the way back is Lafreniere. Her third block of this game. What triggered it was Frost, who, with some quick hands, pickpocketed that ball away from Terry. Back to Amdeck. Amdeck heads back out to the top, and they'll set up the offense. Man-to-man D for Blaine. Andover 12-11 coming into this game. A tough loss in their last outing to Anoka. They had just scored 11 points in that first half and trailed by 22. Almost came back. Now a chance for 3, and it's no good, off the bounce of the rim a couple of times. 4-4 picks up the foul. With 7:24 to go. Good box out there. You get a look at Lafreniere. 18 points, 14 rebounds, 4 blocks in her last outing for Blaine. Full court pressure. 1-2-2 here for Andover as they try to create a turnover. Terry down low. Now a chance for 3 from the corner. That's off the back of the rim. Then get the grip on the ball. At least that's what it appeared from here by Garber. 4-4 has it go off of her hand, and a turnover there for Andover. 7:01 to go. They've had some empty possessions their last few times down, including missing a couple of free throws. So Andover's going to try to create some points by creating some turnovers with this press. To Lafreniere, cross court. Looking for the 3. Garber dribbles in, and now it's tangled up and a tie-up. Good play there as the Huskies came in to trap. She put the ball down and went right into her defender, did Garber, and kind of almost walked right into that trap. The possession arrow pointing towards Blaine, so Blaine will have it. They inbound to the elbow. Now a strong move inside, in and out. Check backed out. Now Bryant for 3. No good. Front of the rim. Jade Bryant. Chance to convert her. It would have been 18 points for her. Huskies now trying to move it along, zigzag their way through against this man-to-man D. Blaine started the season with 9 consecutive wins. Had some tough losses. Good competition. Elk River and then Maple Grove as well. Played them tight for 3. Valor rains it down. A beautiful looking 3-ball corner. 3. Faking the shot and then driving it to the lane, drawing the foul on 4-4. Good job by Lafreniere. She's getting more and more confident as this game continues. Just under 6 minutes to go. The Huskies at 1 point down by 15 now. Back to within 3. Terry being pressured up top. Good plays there by Sophie White. Sophia White continues. Watch there. They look to go deep in an errant pass. Unforced error that time. They're trying to be too perfect with the pass as Bryant was trying to hit Terry cutting along the baseline. Ran out of real estate. So Blaine is going to reciprocate with their own press. 3-point lead on this trip. A chance for the Huskies to tie. Good transition down below. Beautiful kick. Getting some action in there and kicking that pass by Embeck. An attempt to Miller. And out of play by Garber. Andover inbounded under their own hoop. Back in off Miller's hand. She can't control and then dished back out. Timeout here. A full timeout taken by Chris Brewston. the head coach for Blaine in his 9th season. As we take a look at some upcoming broadcasts coming our way. On QCTV, we had a chance to see the Andover Husky girls advance their way to the state tournament, their 5th straight visit to the state tournament with a 6-0 win over Elk River in the section finals last night. Also coming up, that's coming up on on Monday. The Andover Husky boys squad starts section play. And we'll get a look and watch them from the Andover Ice Arena. Many other broadcasts coming up here, and here we get a look. Boys hockey, as I mentioned, it's Andover, though to be determined opponent here we'll probably know by tomorrow, I'm certain. Girls hockey, again, there it is, state quarterfinals. That'll be on the 24th on Thursday, followed by boys basketball, Blaine versus Champlain Park. For both of those teams, their last game of the regular season, and another boys basketball game of the Eden Prairie at Champlain Park. I guess Champlain Park goes one more date, 2 dates later. So that's all coming up here on QCTV. Thanks. With that look. Chance there, stepping right into defender. Unable, Blaine took one dribble and took one step right inside. That was Schloman who did that. Nice defensive play made there by White. She's been playing a while defensively. Miller looks across. We are now under 5 to go. Only down by 3 is Andover. They try to make a move to the lane. It's out of place. Coming right back in is Inglesby. Inglesby is back in. Piper, they try to go up high to Miller. Miller tries to move the defender, and it goes off the defender's foot. Lafreniere. Miller on the night, just 2 points. She has been averaging 12 and 12.7 a game, leading the Huskies by far. Huskies not yet anybody in double digits. Nice move. Beautiful left-hand move that time. Took the extra dribble. Got that step, and now they are back to within 1. The Huskies are just 1 point back here of a Blaine team that, quite frankly, had looked like they were ready to blow them out at the end of that first half. 41-40, and a whistle now is called on White. Back in now, Ava Meglin. 4.5 to go. Blaine, 1 point lead. Look to go to the perimeter. Terry now pops it back to Lafreniere. She'll take it to the paint, puts it off the glass. No good rebound for the Huskies. Valor has it here, downs it, squares up for 3 in the lead. No, long on the shot. One back up and almost able to convert an N1 opportunity was Ingleby. The initial shot taken from the perimeter by Sophia White just missed. It was right in front of us. She had it squared up and ready to go, and it looked like it was going to go down. 4-13, a chance to tie now. Inglesby with this free throw. It goes live very quiet suddenly. Now with 8 points. You can see the move and the kickback, and then there's where she drew the foul. Good offensive board. Blaine had been controlling that offensive board for the first half, but Andover making some of those adjustments. Now a chance for the lead. Tied at 41-41, 4-13. Remaining second half, Inglesby takes a look here and in and out. Blaine will bring it up with 4 minutes to go. Look to run a different offensive set. Like to run a 32 formation also. and a few different looks offensively rather than just a dribble drive with a 5 out all the time. Cutting, hitting, now kicking it back out. Just a jump shot there missing, following up and getting her own rebound. Unable to control it as it's taken back here by Andover. Now whistled for the travel is Miller. Quick transition. A lot of things happening at a pretty fast pace. 3-4-1, and Andover will have to defend this inbound pass for Blaine. Garber spins, nice move. Spin move, and Molly Garber picks up the 2. She has 15 on the night. Andover now sets up to the near side here. Endek at that made the move. Foul was called, and 3:17 remaining. Bryant picks up the foul. Setting up. Andover now looking to get it inside to Miller. She's covered. They stay on the perimeter, trail just by 2. Errant pass there as that was bracketed. They found that coming. Did the Blaine defense, and now they're trying to extend their lead off of that turnover. Blaine back up front, now looks inside, no one there. Now they hack it out to the perimeter. That's handled by Jade Bryant and knocked out of the other Bryant's hand, Maddie Bryant. And Blaine will inbound it with 2:40 to go. Substitution, Lafreniere comes back in, Marina Lafreniere. Seen a lot of different offensive looks, a 3-2 motion, a 1-3-1. Kind of a horns up type of formation there for Blaine. And now a spinner again, good. Oh, she has got that down to an art. Does Molly Garber. She has 17 on that spin move. Jade Bryant with 15. Now a 4-point lead for Blaine. We'll set it up. Miller kicks it back out, coming in to set a pick. Gets it back down. Miller will take it from the free throw line, in and out. Halfway down, I thought she was going to convert on that. Then the rebound goes to Blaine. 2 to go. Both these teams really battling for a 2 and 3 spot in section play right now in the seat. There's Terry along the baseline, kicks it back out, rotating around the perimeter, and Blaine's happy to hold on to it, and then it's going to be a steal. Nice defensive play there. Taking it in off the layup, and a blocking foul is called on Blaine. Beautiful steal on that play with Sophia White. I have her for 3 steals in this game.
16 foul at the line for the Huskies, shooting 2 shots, number 4, Sophie White. Into the game for the Bengals, number 20, Maddie Bryant.
Defensive outing here, and she has six on the night here for the Huskies. White came in averaging almost 4.5 a game, misses the front end of that free throw. She'll get another, 1:42 to go. It's 45-41. Misses the second, good rebound by Valor. Kicks it back out for 3, Ingleby, yes! Ingleby, a big 3, cuts the deficit to just 1 now. 1:30 to go, the Huskies are pressing. Blaine works it across and throws an errant pass, way beyond the reach that time. A little too much adrenaline by Garber on her pass attempt to Meglin. So 1-point deficit. Andover brings the ball up against some pressure. Ingleby there calls the timeout. Head coach Blake Nichols calls the timeout right in front of him, and there you get a look they gather up and scheme up their plays. Huskies trailed at half, 32-20. And then quickly, it was a 3-point shot and an attempt made by Bryant that kicked it out then to a 15-point lead. But the Huskies have battled back. They had tied it at one point, and now with 1:16 to go, they'll have possession. This Coach Nichols will draw that up. Taking a look here at the rankings, Class 2, you get a look at Hopkins, Eden Prairie, Chaska, Minnetonka, St. Michael is number 5, followed by Wayzata, Stillwater, and also Maple Grove, number 8. Northwest Suburban Conference represented, also followed by Shakopee and Rogers, number 10. So this is the final 3 set for any of these teams. Both of the teams finish up on the 28th here. And they are looking at this from a sectional seeding standpoint as well, not just the records, but it helps when it comes to the seeding. Centennial will probably have the number 1 seed in Section 7, as it is. Blaine would love to get that number 2, so would Andover. Around the perimeter, a minute left. Andover trails by 1 point, 45-44. Trying to work it in, Ingleby. Trying to get it inside to Miller. She's defended well inside. Now Enbeck takes this one, forces it up, no good, rebound, up and good! Cashing it in. Picking up the loose change off the rim and taking it to the bank is Miller. No bigger 2 for her tonight than that. Transition, a timeout called by Blaine, and Huskies have taken the 1-point lead, 46-45 now with just 33 seconds remaining. Taking the initial shot that time was Lexi Emdeck, and Emdeck, when she took the shot, probably wasn't the most ideal, but she got to the lane. They were kind of stuck because Blaine really had them protected from outside that perimeter. So they were going to have to drive it to the lane. They were trying to get it into Miller, but they found a creative way to get it to her, and that's shooting the ball and allowing her to get the offensive rebound. And the 6'2" sophomore gives the Huskies the lead at 46-45. With just 33 seconds. The Huskies have not had the lead since early in the first few minutes of this contest. So some good stick-to-itiveness and looking to increase their record to 13-11 if they can hold off this push by Blaine. Blaine came into the record of 15-8. Blaine will inbound this under the basket of Andover. Gets it into the hands of Garber. Look for that spin move maybe for Garber. Now a foul is called. And to the ground and holding the head there. Number 55, Ava Meglin. Emdeck is whistled for the foul. Meglin will get the shot here for 2. It's just a second foul on Emdeck. Meglin misses. Rebound comes back out to the perimeter to Terry. She gets to the hand of Garber. Back down low to Bryant. There's just 20 seconds left. Blaine down by 1 to the lane. Dribbled and stripped. Blaine will have to foul. And they do. They foul number 5 here. And that is going to put Piper Ingleby back at the line. Missed last time at the line, she missed a couple. This will be a 1-and-1. That was the 7th team foul on Blaine, which puts Andover at the line. So a 1-point lead for the Huskies. Ingleby getting ready here for the front end of a 1-and-1. In and out. Unable to get it. That's another possession back to Andover as a couple of the Blaine players whistled at it, collided, and it went off their hands. 11 seconds left. Andover will inbound. I'm certain Blaine will foul the minute it comes back inbound. And Kerr takes it to the far side, and there's the foul that she'll draw. She'll go to the free throw line. Will, the senior. Mdek steps up. She had 3 points at half. She has 5 here for the game. And gets this one calmly, cool. Hits that one, excuse me. She had 6. Now she has 7. And hits both. Calmness of a surgeon. So now with 8 points on the evening, no one cooler and calmer that you wanted at that line than the senior, Lexi Mdek. They give her 8 on the night, and the Huskies a 3-point lead with 7 seconds left. Now, this is a team, Blaine, that can hit their threes. And a couple of potential targets to take these threes will be Bryant, number 5, and Garber, number 23. Garber has 17 points on the night, and Bryant, Jade Bryant, with 15. Probably try to see if they can double up at least one of those two players, number 5 or 23, to get somebody else to take the 3, or perhaps you just foul and do not allow them to take a 3-point attempt here. Blaine inbounds under their own basket. Tough to carry. Now back up. Terry ahead. Gets a shot. A look for 3 is off the backboard. No good. Rebound brought in. And the Huskies overcome a 15-point deficit and take home an amazing 3-point win. 48-45. Wow. What a display of patience and staying with the plan. And the Huskies get themselves a much-needed win as seeding time for Section 7A just around the corner. 2 games remain, and the Huskies tonight are led by number 5, playing strong defensively and also producing 11 points, Piper Ingleby. 11 points for Ingleby and some great free throws down at the close by Ingback that time closed up with 2 calm free throws, and she ended up with 8 on the night. So Huskies take home a 48-45 win tonight over a very tough Blaine team who came in with a record of 15-8. Thanks for joining us. I'd like to call out to the crew as well, as they were impressive back in the studio with CJ Luck also, and also with Andy. We got Ryan to our left on the camera, and Trinity Thompson as well on the camera, and Mr. Yang as well back at the studio. Thank you for this QCTV broadcast coming your way, and it was the Huskies 48-45 win tonight for the Andover Husky girls from Andover. Have yourself a major league evening at a minor league price.